What's up guys, welcome back to another video. As we talked about in the last video, Junior cracked his wheels. Well, re-cracked because they cracked when I had them and then they got repaired and then now they cracked on him. And we're here to go pick up some new wheels. And not because we want to, but because VMR messed up. They ended up switching labels with some other guy. Luckily it was switched with the same person that got your wheels. He's in San Diego, which is about 5 or 6 hours from here. And we're gonna be meeting up halfway. So right now it's 4:14 in the morning. We have the guy's wheels in the back. So we're gonna meet up with him in Long Beach and swap wheels.
I ordered them last Monday.
Yeah,
so
dude.
it took like a week and like 5 days maybe.
Because they said it was gonna take 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And normally wheel companies, you guys know wheel companies, if they have to build wheels, they normally take months. So I'm impressed.
What are you eating, man? What are you eating, man?
They don't want to know, it's pretty depressing. We have the wheels. We need to pick up the car.
We have wheels, but we don't have a car. And I forgot to tell you.
You sold the car. You don't want to open them right now, do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna open them.
Right now?
I haven't seen them in person. When I ordered them, I seen what they look like just on the website, but I haven't seen them in person.
These wheels are 3-piece, like we mentioned. What's cool about them is, I wouldn't say, but I'm gonna say, they're replicas of some baller wheels that didn't come in this spec, didn't come in this bolt pattern, and it's justified because I'm the one who gave him this idea, and because I gave it to him, it's justified. We're gonna leave it that way. I think it's gonna look even better than my E46, which I haven't shown you guys, and
you got some baller ass wheels.
I got some baller ass wheels on it.
Get this boring ass sandwich out the way.
Damn, bro.
Fucking sick.
Oh, that looks so good.
It's crazy. They look better in person than online.
Dude, the lips look way bigger too. Dude, that looks so good. We gotta take off the cardboard because I want to see how big that lip is, and I know it's a step lip design. These wheels are GMR Evokes. They're obviously replicas of the Blitz 03s, which are insanely expensive right now. Luckily, they are starting to drop in price because everyone's realizing that we're priced and not really worth it. GMR, I believe, is a sister company of VR wheels, and they make a bunch of different style wheels, some unique ones, and then obviously some replica style. I like how the gold hardware pops out. As a base with polished lips, you're already looking at like 2,500. These were on sale for $2 grand, which is awesome. That's such a good deal. You can add chrome lips or polished barrels. I think the polished barrels are like $400 and then the chrome is $800. Chrome looks crazier, but isn't as durable as just like a polished lip. So I would just go with a polished lip and maintain it, ceramic coat it, make sure everything's good. But damn, this is awesome. I think it's gonna look really good on an E46 because these wheels typically stay on Japanese cars. So having this, especially on a convertible, gonna look sick on the vert. The specs are 18 by 9.5 plus 26.
No.
Yeah.
It's 38.
No, it's not. It's 26.
Hold up.
The Empire's 27? Yeah. Nah, it's 26.
27.
You're lying, let me see. This is pretty much identical specs. We have a busy day. We have to do a ton of maintenance. That was gonna be the main thing for this video. We have so much maintenance to do. We talked about it in the last video. We have to do the oil pan, motor mounts, radiator, all this good stuff. But the wheel showed up, so we're gonna throw that in there, and I'm sure he wants to test fit everything ASAP. So it's still early, it's about 7:30. We gotta go pick up his car now and get this thing on the lift so we can test fit these beautiful wheels. And just like that, these wheels are nice. They're probably like one of the best BMW OEM wheels, but we gotta get rid of them, bro.
I know.
It's been on this car far too long.
Maybe about in a week or so, we'll put the wheels on.
My God, this looks so good.
Or maybe before I go on my vacation, the wheels need to be on there.
Vacation?
Yeah. Vacation.
You're on a vacation?
Yeah,
oh, where we're going?
Oh, you're not going. You stay here and bang out another video for them.
Listen, I took this fool to Big Bear.
No.
Don't start.
You can't take me.
I took him to Big Bear for his first time.
We
I
took each other.
I've been there before. I de-virginized him to Big Bear. I said, hey, we should go to Big Bear. He was like, nah, I don't want to go. And then I convinced him, had a great time. Now, going without me, going with his family. I thought we were family, Ben.
We are family, Daniel.
You know I'm serious when I call you by your first name, Ben.
We are family, Daniel.
All right.
The problem is, I made plans with my wife and her family.
Don't give me that shit, bro.
Okay.
Don't give me that.
Do you understand?
All right, whatever. Anyways, let's test fit these wheels. Throwback to when we installed coilovers on this thing like 6 years ago.
Yeah, for real. It was like, what, the second week your dad had the car?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ready, fool?
Ready.
1, 2. Fool, how'd you do that?
Fool. What the fuck just happened?
See, the thing is, we never lose out when we work on people's cars because we end up keeping them anyways. It was all part of the plan. We were always 2 steps ahead.
And I was having a shitty week with work and just some personal things, and the wheels made up for it. They changed my mood like this when I seen them. Chingon.
And it also changed my mood when I seen them because I knew that Ben was gonna be happy, and when Ben's happy, I'm happy.
I'm happy. We're happy together.
I just wish that we could share this moment with Nick.
Yeah, but
He
Nick's
is,
not an early person.
Yeah, he likes partying, or he just likes sleeping in. One of the two, or both.
It's fine because when he gets here,
He's a
gonna
hustler.
do most of the work.
No way!
Why is it not moving then?
The e-brake's on. When I say Fitment, I guarantee you, it's not rubbing, but it's super close. Again, I think you should do it still. You don't want any wobble.
Yeah, for sure.
But look at how close the Fitment is. Dude, that's so scary, bro.
Alright.
It went from this made my mood from this week to this fucking just topped it off.
Alright. So now we know that it's gonna work.
But what about the front?
Admire it. We'll do the front right now.
Moment of truth. Oh my God, dude, that is so close. That's insane. It might end up hitting where we're gonna have to just shave it down a little bit. If it does rub, it's not bad enough where we just can't, use these wheels. We just have to shave down the caliper, which is completely fine. But
It's not. Yeah.
it does, huh? I didn't even take into account that they stick out so much that it's almost like a 16-inch inside. The inside diameter. I don't know the size of it. I'm happy still because we could figure out the whole brake situation.
It's not like something to be
No.
stressed about.
This goes to show you how custom we're going, yeah?
And you want them installed or?
No, I'll just do carry. I'll have them installed at my work.
He's so impatient, we can't even get the wheels to fit yet, and he's already ordering tires. It's crazy. He's gonna be running some cheapy old Lionhearts, the best of the best.
Unless I order a Celeris and just wait.
You can wait, but you're impatient.
I can wait. No, I'm not impatient.
Do you want a whole car makeover by this weekend? That's the real deal, because we're gonna do all the suspension right now. Junior got so excited that he probably doesn't even want to work on his car anymore. He's like, you know what, let's just not do the maintenance. And
We're gonna just do the wheels and go cruise it.
yeah, if it leaks oil, doesn't matter.
It doesn't leak oil.
The wheels look good.
It's fine.
Not yet, not on the ground.
The moment it's not on the ground, it doesn't leak oil.
We're gonna start off with draining the fluids. So we're gonna take off the oil filter so all the oil that's built up in here can drain down below. Drain that, drain the coolant, and then we can start getting ready to drop the subframe. Subframe's held on by 4 bolts, I'll show you down below. But we still have certain things connected to it, like the steering rack. So we're gonna probably have to move the oil pump out of the way and take off the steering rack as well. Did I say steering rack twice?
Yeah.
Steering shaft. Steering shaft. We gotta take off the shaft, which Junior's good at, so I'll have him do it. We have a couple things here we're gonna do while we're down there. We have a radiator, because I did not install this radiator right. Long story. It's a new radiator, expansion tank, because you always do expansion tank whenever you do cooling system stuff. upper radiator hose. We have sway bar links, which is good. Get some new sway bar links in there. And then we also have motor mounts, which is going to be a game changer because this car already has almost 100,000 miles. So definitely going to make it drive a lot better. And then we have the oil pan gasket. This is the fuel filter. Might not get to this today because we need to order some hoses. We need to do that ASAP. So we'll probably do that either today or Monday. I'll order it. And that's pretty much it. It's honestly not gonna take us all day. I'm probably gonna have Junior do the whole job, so I'm just gonna watch him. It's gonna be so good because then I can just kick back, wait for the tires to come in, put the tires on, and we're good.
No, that's not how it works.
We're gonna transform this car, like I said, all today. And we have to file down that brake caliper, but we also seen where it was rubbing.
Yeah, it's not much.
So it's not.
I think it's like a crease. So if it was, this side was like this, it would
Yeah, like if it was all flush, but
yeah. And it's not much that it's rubbing.
the whole radiator is actually leaning. Look at that fan shroud. We have the fan shroud as well or not yet?
Yeah, it's in there. Oh, show them this.
I don't know why it hasn't grenaded yet.
It's like an installer error right here. Danny did this like when he was 17, so I mean, it's okay. We all learn, right? Now you're a new and improved man.
Yep.
Okay. It's crazy.
What happened?
There's a screw missing on that side.
This car was sold as is.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the person that worked on it.
Oh, that looks fantastic. Typical BMW. Probably like 10,000 miles. What do you think?
About like 20 more.
Oh. I'm gonna give you like a quick minute rundown of what we need to do to drop the subframe so we can get to work. We have to take off the radiator fan shroud. We're gonna be removing the power steering pump, get that thing out of the way, drop the rear lower control arm bolts. Once we take those out, the control arm will just fall. Then we can remove the sway bar, give clearance, because even though if we drop the subframe, the oil pan will hit the sway bar. So drop the sway bar as well. Then we need to disconnect the steering shaft bolt. Might be able to squeeze it out of the way. If not, we'll remove it. And then we can remove the subframe, which is going to be 4 bolts, and that will drop. Super easy, not that difficult to do, especially in the air. On the ground, it's obviously a little more work. You're gonna obviously need something to support the engine up. Sometimes, if you were doing some engine work where you needed to drop the subframe, you can just support it via the oil pan, but we're dropping the oil pan. We're gonna show you guys how it's going to be mounted up. And it's pretty much it, guys. It's going to be a super easy process, and hopefully we should have this thing out in probably like an hour, hour and a half. And now we just need to pop off these screws because everything on this car is Downstar hardware. Sweet. This is actually, if you guys don't know who Downstar is, he makes dress-up hardware, started with Hondas. He's local to us, one of my buddies. He actually does BMWs now. Well, he's been doing it for a couple years, but we tested the Downstar hardware on this car first before he released the kit for the E46s. And I don't know how well that's doing for E46s. I know like the F chassis are doing really good, but if you guys want to pick up some beauty hardware, it looks awesome. We wanted to go with just the raw like stainless.
Damn, way easier than the F30s.
The expansion tanks, such a pain in the ass to remove. They're always tight on the bottom, but we've replaced it before, so hopefully it won't be that bad. There are 2 parts of the hose connected into it, the expansion tank. So you want both of them to come out together. So this is like the 3rd hose that we replaced, and it keeps getting crusty around the edges, and I think it's because maybe the radiator is like at a different angle, so they're just putting a lot of pressure on it and just causing it to like not really leak, but just fuzz out. This was a cheap one, got it from AutoZone. We're gonna be putting it on there anyways. It's gonna be such a mess. We're trying to take off the expansion tank from the bracket, but it just so seized on. So I'm probably gonna spray WD-40 in here, let it sit. And then honestly, while we're doing the job, we can just keep going back and forth trying to pop it off. It'll eventually give.
Bro, I told you this was on the perks again.
He's starting to get his jawline, bro. He looks handsome, look at him.
Nah, shit, we gotta get back into it.
Yeah, we do.
Into what?
Into working.
Working?
Yeah.
Saturday, bro. It's my day off.
Perfect. Alright. We have this thing set up. Then we just need to pop it off like that. Bro, I don't know what's gotten into this fool, bro. He drank last night and it's just never been the same since. He listens to too much 21 Savage as well, as you can see.
21. Alright, let's get this show on the road.
Engine is supported now, so at this time we could drop everything and the engine will stay in place. Subframe is lowered. Now we have plenty of room to zap off these 10mm bolts and get this oil pan down. Are you a lube tech now?
Soon to be.
Hell yeah, bro.
You gotta be smart like me. He's a mechanic, he's soon to be a mechanic, he's a mechanic. I don't do shit, they work for me.
Tell this fool to take off the last couple bolts.
Oh, no, just kidding. For you guys are my homies.
No, take off the whole thing?
No.
Yeah, you're good. No, it's ready to come on.
No, show me.
Hey, you wanna know have you racked up a car before?
No.
What?
Oh, you told me you did.
What's the best car at the dealership right now?
Mine. Oh yeah, I need that shit. Open this. Let's go.
I know I said that I wanted to weld up or at least re-secure the oil pump nut in the last video, but we don't have any options right now. We don't have a welder accessible to us, unfortunately, so we're just gonna put it back in. This car has about 90,000 miles, which is really low. Chain has slack, which is common on these anyways. Like they always have slack, and that's the reason why the nut backs off. If we do decide to tune it, up the rev limiter, or we force induction, then later on we can re-secure that nut and put a new chain on it, because that's going to be the ultimate solution. Well, ultimate solution would be putting a chain tensioner on it, since it doesn't have one, which is super dumb. But aside from that, let me get this oil pan cleaned up and put this thing back in. We took a small break. I had to head over to work because I needed to install Junior's tires on his wheels. We were gonna take it to a shop, but they were gonna charge too much. I might as well do it. I was just a little bit nervous because I didn't know if they were reverse mount, and I was able to get it done. I feel like taking them off would be a pain in the ass though. I wanna put it on the car, but I do have to lower the rear, and he does have BC coilovers, however, they're not the extreme lows. So right now, he still has the little perch on the spring, and what I'm gonna be doing is copying the same setup I have on my car because he wants it the same height. I'm gonna be taking out the spring, removing one of the perches, and just leaving the base in there. So I'm gonna be taking out this guy and just pretty much maxing out the spring. I still have maybe 10mm with the little base plate, but I'm gonna leave that in there. I left it on mine, and just a peace of mind. But right now, Junior's cleaning up the oil pan, pressure washing it, and we can throw that thing back in there soon. Cleaned up really good. Still a couple spots, but this will come out with a little more pressure washing. This might completely destroy that oil level sensor, but we'll just buy a new one. Just gonna be removing these two and leaving the base plate, and should be good to go. A really good tip when putting oil pans up is zip tying the oil pan gasket to the pan itself, both front and rear, just so everything lines up good. But looks good. Junior cleaned this thing up really well.
A little bit of awesome with some water.
It just comes right off. Look at that.
Sit for a couple minutes.
You just saved yourself
150 bucks.
You can see the big difference. Since these are hydraulic, they do get sandwiched in over time. So
Crazy.
see a big difference. Go right nice, buddy. On my car, I ended up putting M3 style rubber motor mounts. A little bit stiffer. I didn't want to do it on this car just because it is a convertible. I want him to be as comfortable as possible, and he doesn't like when it creaks from all the flexing. So definitely not putting those mounts on this car.
Nah, bro, you just wanted to one-up me on that. Crazy. You one-up me.
If you guys are ever doing BMW subframe removals, maybe even other manufacturers, the steering shaft bolt, at least BMW's, has thread locker built into it. Possibly can reuse it. We don't recommend it. Just order a new one. They're cheap. You can get on FCP Euro, ECS tuning, but we're gonna be putting this one in and torquing it down. This thing got back together pretty quick.
I don't believe I can. I don't believe I can.
God, this looks so good. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I have no idea how it took me so long to dial in my car. The rears would always rub, but that one, this thing just topped it. Probably my favorite E46. Definitely cleaner than mine. I'm telling you right now, I know you don't agree. Way better, bro. Congrats.
Thank you.
I told them from the get-go exactly what's gonna happen. I said, you're gonna get these wheels, this exact spec, and you're gonna need spacers up front. E46, Kang. Well, not until I get an M3. Then I'll be Kang. 18 by 9.5 plus 27. The fronts are still gonna need just a little bit more stretch. Oh, just kidding. No, not stretch. Not stretch. Not what I meant. Spacers. I would say maybe raise it up a little bit, put like a 5mm. But honestly, I would just drive it like this, raise it up. It's gonna be something that Junior's gonna have to think about. We definitely have to raise up the rear, just literally probably like 5mm. So you're not really gonna notice a difference, but it does rub a little bit at full lock. But this thing looks fantastic. Like just such a good car. Most of the maintenance is done. We got the oil pan looking great. New expansion tank, new fan shroud housing. We just got a bunch of stuff, and then we still have more stuff to do. That's gonna be a later video. Spark plugs, new cowl,
Rear,
sway bar links. Like this thing is just great. Like it has so much things done to it, maintenance wise. It's just insane. I'm gonna give you guys a full rundown on my E46, and I have so much done to it as well. It's pretty much a copy and paste now. But this car still needs diff bushings. We're gonna install that, do a short shifter, do a bunch of cool stuff, and get this thing just absolutely perfect. And then the fun stuff can begin, where you can actually start modifying it more, you know? Like some nice upgrades, like new clutch and all that good stuff. Coming from a non-Stancy boy, what do you think?
It's good, bro.
Not a daily, it's a show car.
Yeah, like the AutoZone guy said.
Yeah, exactly.
AutoZone guy said, yeah, that's not a daily, that's a show car.
Dude, look at this interior. Look how minty it is.
It's dirty right now, don't show it.
Oh my God, bro. You need an M steering wheel. That would just like top it off inside. It's just enough camber. I feel like any more is just way too much. It's perfect. It matches front and rear. Mine is -3.5 all around. That's going to be pretty much the same, I guarantee it. Once it gets in alignment, unless it drives really good and the tires aren't wearing out fast, I would just leave it as is. On that note, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.